Hello and thanks again for joining me at RC Truth Media channel, where I will be keeping you updated on all the events globally regarding the Grand Solar Minimum. The Grand Solar Minimum, let's talk just a little bit real quick before I go into the news. Now, this being the sun, this being our Earth, and this being the shield, the magnetosphere, the magnetic field that protects us from solar rays, galactic cosmic rays, space weather, etc. Now, the sun's magnetic field is weakening due to the grand solar minimum. The magnetosphere is also weakening as a consequence. No or low sunspots. You see these bad boys right here that shoot out these solar flares, which gives us our magnetic field, which protects us, gives us our magnetosphere, the strong magnetosphere. Well, when there's no or low sunspots, we don't get a strong magnetic field, a strong shield, which in turn makes us get bombarded by these galactic cosmic rays from all the stars and everything that's in our solar system and further even as well. These galactic cosmic rays are causing volcanic activity, earthquakes, storm formation, erratic rainfall, flooding, and in the long run, cooling. Now, volcanic activity. Let's just start out by talking about the uptick in our increase in volcanic activity. This is coming from SOT.net. Worldwide volcanic activity uptick update. A new volcano is discovered on Jupiter's moon low. This is coming from Saturday, July 14th. There's a tiny new island of lava that is formed on the northernmost part of the ocean. During this morning's overflight, HVO's field crew noticed the island was oozing lava similar to the lava oozing from the broad flow front. Now this island is forming off Kapoho, Hawaii, and it's from the volcanoes that are happening, that have been happening and have not stopped for over a month now. Volcanoes are also exploding everywhere, even in our deep solar system. A small lava island formed, like I just told you, off Kapoho, Hawaii. The Piton de la Fournaise in France. That volcano on La Réunion Inland started erupting again on July 13th. The Orafalco volcano in Iceland is inflating and preparing for a next major eruption. There's continuous intense explosions of Anak Krakatau in Indonesia, which you can hear 26 miles around. There's also a new volcano that has been discovered on Io, which is one of Jupiter's moons. And some other pictures and videos from around the world are also posted on this as well. And I'll keep you updated on the increasing volcanoes. I'll also post a link below. So if you want to check these videos out, you can. They're pretty interesting. Other volcanoes that have been going off recently. This is from July 15th from Watchers. There's another eruption in Bali, Indonesia. This one's at Mount Agung. It ejects ash up to 17,000 feet in the air. Luckily, nobody was killed. There are nearby villages and communities, and this ash fall can do some damage on their crops, on their waterways, etc. So they may have to move, but as of now, there is no sign of anybody that has died, which is a good thing. There's another volcano, as we had noted on the volcanic activity update report. This one's in Iceland. It shows signs of unrest. This volcano in southeastern Ireland, which is the largest active volcano and the highest peak in Iceland, is showing clear signs of unrest with an inflation phase for at least a year and a half. The last eruptive episode on this volcano was in the Grand Solar Minimum, which was the Maunder Minimum in 1727 and ended in May 1728. Lasted for a whole year, well, just about 10 months there. So this would definitely do a lot of damage right here if this were to erupt. We'll keep you updated on that. Also from Watchers, this volcano one is 30,000 feet in Vanuatu, and it's called Ambe. A strong eruption occurred at Vanuatu's Ambu volcano. On July 16, 2018, the eruption injected ash up to 33,000 feet above sea level. This activity is consistent with Volcano Alert 2. Light to heavy ashfall are expected in the north, northeastern, east, southeastern, and south of Ambu, following the wind direction, including areas of the North Pentecost to North Mao. The danger zone for life safety remains at 1.2 miles radius from the active vent, and the possibility that the volcano activity escalates to the level of minor eruption is low to moderate. All tourism agencies, visitors, local authorities, people from Ambu Island, and the general public must consider this information. Although Vanuatu's Ambu volcano, also known as Manurvo and Oba, made international headlines in 2017 after more than 13,000 people living around it had to be evacuated. A powerful eruption on April 5, 2018, which was missed by the media and pretty much everyone because it took place at night, emitted the most sulfur dioxide of any eruption since the 2015 eruption in Chile. Ambu volcano has become more restless again starting mid-March 2018, and VMGD noted that these new eruptions mark a change in character for the volcano to more ash-rich explosive eruptions versus the types that occurred in the fall of 2017. Ash from eruptions have fallen on residential and agriculture regions of the small island, contaminating water and potentially becoming a real hazard for the people living on the island. Again, Clementi writes, this makes ash a large hazard for air travel or water supplies, but also opens the possibility of volcanic mud flows related to ash deposits and heavy rains. He explains, adding that although eruptions since mid-March haven't made the news like the ones in the fall, they might even be more significant. And we will definitely keep you updated on all the stuff the media does not have time for. In Beijing, there has been a lot of unrest in Beijing as torrential rains has wreaked havoc in northern China. More than 670 flights had to be canceled, and this downpour of rain is expected to not stop for the next 18 days. And look at this flooding already. They just got hit in China with the typhoon, and look at what's going on now. No doubt these galactic cosmic rays are increasing the storm formation all across our world, and we will keep you updated in China and what is happening here. Southeastern U.S. is to face an increase in showers, thunderstorms this week. Due to the change in the jet streams, we are going to see a lot of change. We're going to have a cooler July, but also I'll show you about this first. While the southeastern U.S. is no stranger to humid, stormy conditions, widespread wet weather will be more disruptive than usual this week. Rounds of showers and thunderstorms will sweep through the Tennessee Valley through Monday night, bringing the most widespread and substantial rainfall to parts of the region since before 4th of July. On Tuesday and Wednesday, rounds of rains and thunderstorms are in store for the Deep South. Any storm could drop 1 to 3 inches of rain, with several inches of rain possible on Tuesday and Wednesday. The heaviest storms are supposed to be on Wednesday as the front moves through the region. Wednesday, the heaviest rain will hone in the southern portions of these states. Residents and tourists in areas from the Outer Banks of North Carolina through the Florida Panhandle and New Orleans can expect to be kept away from the beach at midweek. So definitely look out if you are in those areas. Also, we're supposed to see a cool end to our July in Midwest and a stormy weather along the U.S. East Coast. Not something that you normally see, but this is due, like I noted earlier, to the change in jet streams. People who have been minding the high humidity will get a break, as will fans of air conditioners across the upper Midwest. However, as AccuWeather long-range meteorologists have been predicting over the past couple of weeks, a change in the jet stream pattern will also force some changes in the lower part of the atmosphere, beginning late this week. The weather pattern change is forecast to last through the end of July and into early August. A semi-permanent southward dip in the jet stream will allow waves of cooler air to flow from central Canada to parts of the Appalachians and northeast United States. This is going to bring cooler conditions to the upper eastern part of the United States, and anybody in these places needs to be prepared. The weather pattern will evolve, and as it evolves, showers and thunderstorms may become frequent and could occur on a daily basis or perhaps multiple times a day along Interstate 10, 20, 81, and 95 corridors. Our magnetosphere is going to continue to weaken, and we continue to see these increasing floods, increasing storms, erratic rainfall, volcanoes. Cosmic rays are no joke, and in the long run, we will see cooling. 2020 is when the cooling is supposed to happen, definitely between 2020 and 30. But if I were you, I would definitely get prepared today, because if you wait, by then it may be too late. Thanks again for coming and checking out the channel. Hope you got something out of it today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you got a couple bucks, it wouldn't hurt to shoot it. But if it is gonna hurt you, don't even trip. I do understand completely. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again soon.